Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. So, this video is going to be a little different than the rest of my videos, and a little different than a lot of other ASMR videos that I've seen. Today, you're going to help me fold laundry. So, what I want you to do is just sit back and relax, and hopefully I will be interesting enough to keep you just awake to get through this video, but just uninteresting enough to put you to sleep. So let me know if that makes sense, because when it went through my head, it didn't really make sense. So we'll just start out. And this is just going to be kind of off the dome, because I didn't really prepare anything for this video. Just felt like uploading a video, you know? Sometimes that's just the way she rolls. I have been noticing that a lot in life recently. Just kind of just going with the flow of things and trying my best to keep things under control. But that's not always the way it goes. And I've been talking with a lot of people about kind of this lack of control you have in this world. And so I like to do things that push me out of my comfort zone and help me and make me apt to do things that make the little things in life easier. For instance, I try and go to the gym or do something physically active every day, something that is harder than going to work or harder than coming home, making dinner, just getting through the routine. Something that makes me physically or improves me physically and cognitively, so that the rest of my day and the rest of my days are easier, more in my control. And I mean, I've only just picked up this realization that if you do things that are hard, the rest of your life naturally becomes easier. It's kind of like this analogy that I tend to use often. The little things in life that really annoy you and make you just deranged, make you feel uncomfortable, but they're literally just micro problems in your life. Those can be solved. Listen to me closely here. And pretend like I know what I'm talking about. Because a lot of the time, I feel like I don't know what I'm talking about. But this makes sense to me, this analogy. So if you do things that are hard in life, it makes all of the little annoyances in your life that can so easily keep you wound up and keep you stressed out, like, oh my gosh, I have to go to the grocery store, but I've already worked 10 hours today. If you do things that push you to your limits, like, I don't know, exercising extremely intensely, the little things like going to the grocery store or battling through your laundry, they become easier. And it's, why don't I just tell you the analogy instead of just beating around the bush? But the analogy is, it's like having windshield wipers on your car. And you may say, Will, what are you talking about? Well, I'll tell you this. Having windshield wipers on your car, sometimes you don't even realize that it makes the biggest change in your life. When you're going on a long car ride or a car trip, windshield wipers make the biggest difference. There's bugs that hit your windshield, and it can be easy when you don't have windshield wipers to not see through these bugs, not have clarity in your life. But doing hard things in life is like having windshield wipers. It allows you to just clear away the bullshit and continue to see things as how they are. Like, you have to go get groceries. It becomes more of a just an understanding that you have to do these little things rather than an annoyance in your life. So let me know if you guys thought that was a halfway decent analogy. I've told this to a few people, and I feel like I've definitely done it more clearly to them than I did to you guys. But that's what makes sense to me, and that's what I've been doing in my day-to-days. And right now, I'm kind of at a loss for words. I have no idea what to say. But if you guys just keep rolling with me and keep hanging out, I guarantee you I will say something that might just change your life. Or you might just say, this guy has no idea what he's talking about. I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know what's going on. All that jazz. It's kind of hard to just sit here and just talk to you guys when there's no one talking back. It's just like an inner dialogue with myself almost. And I feel like it takes more than just like 5 seconds for me to just keep going with things. But we're doing our best here. Oh, here. I know you guys like this. I'm just gonna shut your brain off because my brain is shut off as well. So, you know what I'm gonna do? If I think you guys don't care as much as I think you do, then I'm just gonna tell you guys about how my day was and just give you a walkthrough about the day-to-day. So this morning, I woke up around 6:15. Yeah, 6:15 sounds right. And I have to be extremely diligent getting out of bed because I start work at 7. And it's a 16-minute drive every single day. So I make sure to have my clothes set out and my lunch packed so I can take a shower, get back up here, dry off, and then get in my car and go. And on my way to work, typically, I like to sit in silence, like a psycho. But today, I was feeling good, so I decided to throw on a bit of music. And yeah, I get to work and I am bored out of my mind. I'm sure many of you guys may relate to that, but as a guy fresh out of college, I have to take the punches right now. Or maybe I don't, and maybe I choose to go a different path. But for now, this is what I'm sticking to. It's very cliche, but I've said this a lot, but I've got to make my mom happy. I graduated from college, so I have to do the 7 to 3 until I have at least a little bit of money to have a bit of financial freedom, so I can, in a year or two, take some time off and really think about what it is that I want to do. And I think that ASMR is something that I really want to do. So actually, I know that. And last night I was sitting down and I was thinking, why can't I just commit to this? Why can't I just be straightforward with myself and understand that, if work sucks, if I don't enjoy waking up every morning and spending a third of my life doing this thing, then why don't I make my own reality? And so that's what I'm trying to do here, And I just want to say that I love every single time you guys comment. It makes my day. I'll be sitting at work and, my job isn't terrible. It's in the field of landscaping, which I love, but it's kind of just sitting behind a computer, not really talking to anybody. And some people call me a social butterfly. And you guys don't know me, so they're pretty spot on when they say that. And so I need to be talking with people, but when I go to work, it's like I can't bullshit with people, It's like it's not like being around your friends. And that to me is something that I never really understood, because I grew up working my whole life, but I was always working around friends, and I was always choosing to do jobs that maybe if they paid less, I would still be around friends where I could really hang out and just mess around with. Obviously getting the job done too. That's the reason why I still had a job at these places. But oh my gosh, the value of having people that you genuinely want to talk to at work, I think that gets extremely overshadowed. But I got into work today at about 6:57. I'm just on the nose with my timing every single morning, especially cutting it close in the morning like that, like I do. So I got in about 7. I felt pretty good. I slept 7.5 hours, so typically when I sleep over 7 hours, my days, I can notice a difference in my life. Let's put it that way. And I never really understood that until, I started working full time, because I was always, maybe it's just because I'm not around friends, so it's like, it's hard for me to get motivated to do my job unless I don't get 8 hours of sleep. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but I feel like there's a passion that comes with hanging out with your friends at work. And for all of you guys that are doing your own thing, I really applaud you. That's how I'm trying to be. So I don't know you, but I look up to at least your work ethic and what you value in your work. And I'm just going to say this right now. I do not value sitting behind a computer all day. And if you guys tuned into this, it's literally just hearing me gripe about my day. But, fuck you. No, I'm just kidding. I love you, and I appreciate you tuning into this video. Having fun, I hope. And one more thing I'm just gonna gripe about that really pushes my buttons, ruffles my feathers, is working for the weekend. Because I swear to you, I could work on the weekends if I was doing something I loved or doing something around people that I loved. And I mean, at my old jobs, I did work on the weekends, and it honestly just felt like a big hangout when I was just working with my friends. And the more time I've spent on this earth, the more I've begun to value my friends, and I can really understand the people that are close to me and want to, just the bare minimum, spending time with me. It's weird because when I started working, so I'm just going to preface it like this. I didn't really understand like full-time work. I mean, I've been working since I was probably 12 years old, but it was only over the summers, and it was only part-time over school. I mean, I'd probably work 10, 15 hours a week when I was in school. So it was never really like I was fully committing to anything. But now I'm committing to something, and it just feels weird. Like, this is, if I didn't think about it in a different light, this is what I would be doing for the rest of my life. Like, I'm not suffering, but it's like, I listen to, just for an example, Joe Rogan, and he gets to just mess around and hang out with his friends all day. And obviously I know that you have to start somewhere, you have to suffer through things, but the suffering it's not pleasant. It's not pleasant. But you know, I'm gonna give this my best shot for you and myself. So expect some higher quality videos within the next month. And I want you guys to join me on this journey. One, selfishly, so I can, live vicariously through myself and not through other people. But two, I think that I can make it in this. I think that I can make for lack of a better word, I can make a good product that you guys want to listen to. So, thanks for tuning in. And there's going to be another video tomorrow, so look out for that. And you guys have a great day.